Good stereotypes.
You ready out there?
Funny.
Welcome back, everybody. Zach, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I'm very well. It's been a long time
Yes.
since my last video, right?
Mm.
Too long.
Too long.
Last video, I think I look back and my last video was the video that we won the championship at Lens.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Well, I know you don't know. You have to take my word for it.
Okay.
Anywho, a lot's been happening since then, yeah?
Yeah.
What all happened?
Well, we're back to practicing.
Well, yeah, now we are. It's March. I'm talking about since then. It's been like 8 months since I've been on here.
Oh,
Well, you guys had school ball?
yeah, school ball went well for me, at least. And basketball's over, finally, so.
Well, let's talk about school ball a little bit. So, you were 7th grade
Yes.
school ball. You and Sean, is that it? 7th grade?
Mm-hmm.
The rest were 8th grade?
Yeah.
So, Plains had a good season this year, made a state appearance, right?
Yes.
Who else had state appearances this year? Lincoln Magnet?
Yeah, Lincoln Magnet
Lincoln
did.
Magnet.
I can't remember.
Is that it for the boys that are on our team?
Yeah, I think so.
So, on our extreme heat team, we had 5 of our boys make state appearances this for last school year baseball season, which is incredible. It's a testament to their skill and dedication to the game, right?
Right.
Yeah. Now the boys that didn't make state, that does not mean that they were on bad teams. They were on some very good teams.
Right.
It's just for whatever reason,
They just
just
didn't
not
make
their
it.
year. But they still played very, very well. Don't want to take away anything from their skill.
Yeah.
So that was school ball, and then some of you guys played basketball, right?
Some of them, yeah.
I'm glad basketball is over.
Yeah, me too. I don't think I'm gonna be doing basketball next year. Honestly, it was I missed so many baseball practices, and I would much rather be at those than basketball. So
Well, baseball practices started a lot earlier this year too. When
Yeah.
baseball practices started, it was like the second week of November. It was before Thanksgiving, so this is the earliest that practices have ever started. And so that was right when your basketball season was getting geared up and going. And basketball just took over everything. You were
Yeah.
only able to make maybe 2 practices
yeah,
during basketball season, and
it was rough.
it was killing you, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But some boys, if you're going to play basketball, play basketball. I'm not saying don't play basketball. If that's what you want to do, do it. But as far as you go, I would imagine that you're most likely done playing basketball.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yep. And there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah,
You figure it out now. Figure it out now, so you know where to put your energy at, and it's not a big deal. So we mentioned we started practicing back in early November. I know you missed a lot of practices,
Yeah.
but of the practices that you were able to go to, whether it was hitting, pitching, fielding, what was Coach Jerry really, really pushing this year?
Form and technique. That's mainly what he was pushing.
So
And-
by form and technique, you're talking about the proper way to load when you're
Yes.
hitting, the proper way to load when you're pitching.
Mhm.
Pitching and hitting, there's a lot of similarities with
Yeah.
your loading, right?
Yes.
So some of those practices, I know you've said it, and I know the other boys are probably going to agree. They were kind of boring.
Yeah.
Would you agree they were kind of boring?
Yeah. It's hard
There
to
wasn't
say.
a lot of action packed, right?
Yeah.
There's
Wasn't
a
a
lot-
lot of like actual practice. It was just form. And once we mastered it, then that's when we got into the good stuff. So.
Well, those practices, however boring they may have seemed at the time, those are perhaps the most important ones
Yeah.
to take the most seriously,
You're right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, in school ball, those coaches, while some of them are very good coaches, they're not teaching you guys technique.
Right.
They're not giving you the time like Coach Jerry is giving you the time to
Right.
really fine tune your technique. They just take what you guys have already been taught in your travel ball team, and they exploit it for their own teams, which is fine.
Right.
That's what they do. But you have to see the difference here, right? School ball and competitive ball, two totally different things,
yeah.
right? So, so what's another thing that over the course of the practices that we've had have we really been emphasizing with the whole entire team? And
Well, he's been really hammering our communication.
what do you mean by that?
Like talking on the field and off the field as well. Like we need to be on the same page as a whole. So
Be a good teammate. So you're talking about like shortstop, second baseman,
yeah,
catchers, center fielders,
captains of the
all
team.
knowing what's going on at any given time, right?
Yeah.
So, we've this has been a struggle. I think since we joined the Heat,
Yeah,
right?
communication
it's always
is
been this way.
yeah. Communication is definitely lacking. Like it's lacking on the field, but not necessarily off the field. Like we're talkative all the time off the field. We always have something to talk about off the field, but when we get on the field, it's a whole different page.
It's crickets.
Yeah.
Crickets out there.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that gets better because every time that we force you guys, we twist your arms to talk, right?
Yeah.
You actually start talking.
And then we do great.
You do
And
great,
drill.
and you have fun, and it looks like you're having a blast out there, and that's the way baseball's supposed to be played, right?
Right.
So hopefully you guys can get better at that. I'm sure you will. Just takes practice, right?
Just practice, yep.
And really, I think one of the biggest keys with practicing is and especially as you guys are growing older, we're going to be 14U this year. There is no more rec teams.
Yeah.
You guys are not going to be batting and pitching against rec teams. Every single player that you're going to be going up against,
Dedicated.
they're dedicated to their team, and they're dedicated to baseball.
Yes.
They want to play baseball.
Mhm.
And so, when it comes to practicing and doing the technique work and being at practice, taking practice seriously, conditioning seriously, it's showing a dedication to your team and really a dedication to the process. You have to be dedicated to the process of getting better, dedicated to your coach, trusting him to get you better.
Have to be coachable.
Have to be coachable. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Coach Jerry gets enough credit for the, his goal is not to get you to the MLB.
Right.
His goal is to get you into college.
College, yes.
College is the goal, right?
That's the
So, I think I heard him say that 8 of his players from the older Heat, they got some kind of college money to play ball.
Yeah, and a couple of them got full rides, I heard. So
That's amazing,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you can ask for.
They were definitely dedicated to the process.
Definitely dedicated to the process. Yep. So, when you're out playing backyard baseball, that's one thing.
Right.
But when you're in practice,
Serious.
you need to be serious. I'm not saying you have to be like, I am here to practice. I can only practice.
Yeah.
I must get down, put my head down, and go. No, you have to have fun.
Yeah.
But there's a way to have fun and be serious, right? We're not robots.
Yeah.
So, we'll just see what happens. Hopefully, kind of gel, get everybody on the same page and talking and having fun and trusting the process.
Trusting the process. That's a big part.
So we got to talk about this upcoming season. So we were scheduled to play 10 tournaments.
Yeah.
Now, today is March what is today? 16th.
Okay.
We are currently on spring break, although I'm going to call it Corona break because we don't go back to school, at least right now, until after the 30th of April.
Yeah.
So that being said, I'm hopeful that we're able to get at least some of our season in. I don't know. I haven't got word yet as far as any cancellations go.
Hope so.
But we're gonna practice like we go in 2 weeks. But this year is probably the year. Take the coronavirus out of the equation. this year is scheduled to be the most intense baseball schedule that you guys have had with
Yes.
10 tournaments.
Mhm.
We haven't played league for a couple of years, which is good. It lets you guys focus on the tournaments. So I think there's a couple of tournaments that Coach Jerry is really, really wanting to win.
Yeah.
You know, so a couple of them, the first couple are, you know, they're kind of warm up tournaments, kind of see where our batting lineup goes, see how our pitching does. But later on this year, there's a couple that he really wants to perform well.
Iowa.
So in Iowa and Indianapolis, he wants to perform well. So hopefully we
Yeah.
can do that. Hopefully those aren't canceled. But we'll see what happens. You know, I'm hoping that everybody while they're on break is going to be doing their exercises.
Yeah. Yoga.
Do something, anything. You know, I mean, some of you have siblings, some of you don't, but you can go out and play catch, run, do something. Yoga, like you said, something. Keep yourself moving. It should be a good year. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm
You
ready too. I'm excited.
So, well, so with that, I guess we'll say goodbye. Oh, did anybody notice my new intro? I know you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
You haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
but it's kind of cool. If you like it, let me know. And I guess we'll end it there.
All right.
All right. We'll see you next time.
See ya.